going to go over my quick, quiet level up routine. And I decided I'm going to do it live so y'all can see like the real me. Okay. First of all, I went to my local Publix and I got me a nice little small mirror so that I can see, any type of, you know, dirt, oil, extra hairs, or extra anything on my face. And I can get a close up and get those things taken care of quickly as possible. Okay. So I bought scissors and an eyebrow brush so that I can brush my eyebrows up and then across. Cut like the excess or really long eyebrow hairs. And then also I bought a tweezer set so that I can tweeze like the little small little hairs that have formulated up there and then also under here. As y'all can see, usually when I make my videos, I have a lot under here because I haven't been doing any type of maintenance. Okay. Then also what I'm going to be doing is taking this set as well to shape up my nails. Okay, so as y'all know, I'm a big nail person, but I want to do a quiet, slow, steady level up, glow up. Because when you do too much, too fast, it becomes like something that you don't like. All right, I want it to be a routine that I can do from now to whenever, okay, that it doesn't change, that I'm doing on a daily basis that doesn't feel like a chore, but it feels like something fun. All right, so this is the personal kit from Walgreens. And I don't know if you can see it really well. It has the tweezers, the thing that you use to push your nail cuticle back, and then it's like a nail saw. I also have my diamond nail kit. Now, I'm going to show y'all what I've been doing on a regular because I don't like to use all the sides, okay? I'm very particular about my nails. So I like to use the nail shine number 4 and just smooth circles. I'm going to let y'all see that because I don't mind y'all knowing that little bit of information about my nails. And so, as you can see, slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to start off with, a big old wig and a big old hair and all this makeup and this and that. Simple, direct, and to the point, but slowly but surely, gradually build your routine and build yourself up. Because I've been out the game for a while. I'm married. I don't have to dress up as much as I used to when I wasn't. But here lately, I'm going to have to. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Oh, hi, Andrew Castillo. Okay, so I'm doing the slow glow up. Okay, so let me go back over a couple of quick things because you just came on and I want to fill you in. Okay, so I'm a nail person, a hair person, a car person. You'd be surprised. I also like jets and I like food. Okay, good food, quality food with really fresh ingredients. Okay, and so that's what I'm here and I'm all about. Okay, so when I grow my nails out, okay, slow. I don't do all this, fast nail growth formulas and all that kind of stuff. No, I take my time. A lot of things I take my time to. So I use my baking soda to whiten my nails. And so for those of you who do like a little bit more on your routine and you go above and beyond, but you keep it quiet. You don't tell everybody everything. This is the channel for you, okay? I'm not going to be like some of these other channels where it's like attention, attention, attention. No. Slowly build yourself up. And then when you get on your highest peak, nobody will know like, how in the world, how did this happen? Because you weren't telling everything. You keep stuff to yourself. And that's how I am. So y'all gonna see me shining my nails. It's gonna be slowly, but you'll see. Like a lot of people approach me and be like, I just saw you last week, but I didn't know your nails was that long. Stop telling everybody everything, okay? Keep some stuff for yourself. Because a lot of times when you tell your secrets and everything about you, you push people away and they feel like they can take what you told them and put their own stamp on it. That's why when I do stuff, I do it in secret. I move slowly, but when you see me, you think I'm moving so fast. No. I take my time. That's why when people come to my house, they're like, it's so clean. I take my time. I'm not doing the most like everybody else on these shows. I'm going to show y'all some secrets, like some real secrets. Because you see, okay, how shiny my nails are. And this is just being 1 minute of doing the number 4 on the Diamond Cosmetics. Okay? You be like, oh, your hair is so long. Your nails, look, my hair is back in a long ponytail. Y'all can't even tell because I keep it secret. Okay? I keep it secret. People don't even know. I got secret gems, okay? All right, so 1 minute of shining your nails with this, okay? And see how fast your nails will grow. All right, moving right along. The next thing that I like to do, okay? I'm not going to put y'all on some gimmicks. Hey, everybody. Okay. So what I do, I go to Walgreens. Now, other stores have it, but to me, I don't always go to the grocery store to get my little cosmetics and stuff. I go to the drugstores to get my nail stuff and my hair stuff. Okay? Because sometimes they have better products than the grocery stores. To me, if you ask me, okay? Especially for my nails. I don't play when it comes to my nails. All right, so you're going to get the pushback. You see it right there? And sometimes you think it's a pick. No, it's not a pick. This right here is the tweezers. This right here is the nail file. Get you a good sturdy mirror. Okay, me and my husband both use this mirror because you want to get a close-up on your face. For men and women, you want to get a close-up because when people see you, they see your face first. A lot of people got the glow-up filter on their live, so you can't even tell the real person. This is how I really look in person. Okay? I got my little sharp scissors. So when I clip my hair, my ends, it's the eyebrow scissors. So people are like, oh, your hair is so long. Your hair is so long. I use special things for a special person. And I don't tell everybody this. Y'all don't see me going live every day because I keep stuff. You don't see me talking a whole lot. Even when you meet me in person, they like, that. You don't barely talk. I don't even tell everybody my business. Everybody be wanting to know my business. They go, ooh, what's your channel? What's your channel? I don't even tell them. I don't tell them. You'll find me if you find me. Most of my videos be AI. I don't, okay? Here go your little brush for your eyebrows. People knows I don't really touch my eyebrows a whole lot because I like the free form them. I like to just let them do what they want. So I brush them up and then I curl them over. And I might do a little snip, snip. That's it. Don't do a whole lot. That way, if something goes wrong, you know exactly why. Because you're not doing too much. Don't watch all these channels where they tell you put this on there, put that on there, and that and that and that. They got a list of 20 or more things. Don't do that. All right, so next. I already told y'all about baking soda, but baking soda got something special for you. Okay, so baking soda got me through COVID. Baking soda got me through like all this mess that's out there. Sprinkle some baking soda in your dishwashing detergent. So when you washing your dishes, just a little bit. In your bath, just a little bit, okay? Kills smells, odors, everything. In your refrigerator, this is like grandma approved, okay? This got through the bubonic plague. People that survived knew about this, okay? Mm, mm. Okay, if I tell you this, get you some baking soda. Sprinkle it in when you wash your clothes. Men or women. When my husband washes clothes, when I wash his clothes, okay, that's your secret. That's your ingredient that you didn't know to keep your clothes white, smelling good, looking good. You're going to be feeling good because it uplifts you. Whitens your nails, your teeth, everything. All right, so that's another thing. This is what I bought. Advanced whitening. So this month, this is what I'm going to be focusing on because I usually neglect my teeth. But when people look at my teeth, they're like, oh, your smile is so pretty. You know, and I'm like, what do you mean my smile is so pretty? I barely go to the dentist a whole lot. But it's because I do certain things a certain way. I don't have to go to the doctor a whole lot because anything that has baking soda on, that's what I'm going to hone in on. Okay? All right. So this right here, advanced whitening. Okay. I'm trying this month because the last time I did the teeth whitening thing, somebody was like, okay, you got a good smell and it's whiter. And I'm like, wow, I love to hear that. I love to know that what I'm doing is working. I might not necessarily always tell the secrets because why do you need to tell everybody everything? All right, so next, the Wild Growth Hair Growth Oil. This just came out. Like they have the green bottle and they have the red bottle. Excuse me, the yellow bottle and the white bottle with the green. Now they have the white bottle with the purple. And it's made for everything: eyelashes, nails, facial hair. So if you're trying to grow a beard, so like some people in my family saw me and they say, oh my God, okay, so how'd your hair get so long? Okay. Now my hair is waist length now. All right, but it's in the shrunken up state. Wild growth hair oil is what I go to. Oily multivitamins is my go-to. Okay. If I don't have my oily vitamins, then I can fall back on my wild growth hair oil to keep my hair growing. That's two things. You know, I keep it very, very simple so that when something goes wrong or something like that, I know exactly why or what happened. So you need to be silently moving and in alignment, speaking over yourself, like self-approving what you do and what you say. Okay. I don't care, what your background is. All right. But you need to approve you. Hey, I'm getting I didn't expect to get anybody on today. So y'all making me nervous. Okay, do self-approval. Self-approval first. Because people used to be like, oh, you're a straight A student. How are you doing so well in life? And I'm like, because I do self-approval first. Okay, when I leave out the door, when I get myself ready, people like, they would just walk up to me out of nowhere and say, you look so young. I ain't gonna reveal to y'all my age, you know what I'm saying? I don't look my age. I don't, move like people my age. Okay. I talk to people my age. I talk to people younger and older, especially the elderly. I used to work in a nursing home. I might as well go ahead and go over this story with y'all. I like to walk around my neighborhood and things of that nature. I don't know if y'all like to do that. Let me see. What y'all say? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'd like to read in, talk too much. But so I was talking to my neighbor one time. She's elderly. She's in her 80s. And I was like, what is the secret to long life? And then she was like, oh, we went off on a whole nother subject because we was talking about volunteering and stuff. Because I got extra time. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I served in the military, so I get my little, money from serving in the military. And you only have to do 20 years in the military and you're retired. You're done. Okay? So you can do lives and you can do whatever you want to do while everybody else is still working for 30 years. All right, so I get to talking to her and she was just like, yeah, the reason why I live so long, and she said, it wasn't from the foods that she was eating. It wasn't from being a stay at home and not having to work and be around other people. She said is her mindset was to always keep living. That's a gem. Because I thought to myself, like, in my mind, I think I'm 21. And I say that to myself every day. And people will come up to me and say, oh, you look about 19, 20. That's my daughter age. So people are like, whoa, okay, so let me try to add some numbers and see how old you really are. Don't waste your time because you're not gonna figure it out. Okay, you can guess and put it in the comments, but you're gonna be wrong. So and so I thought that was interesting because I've seen a lot of things in my life, but when she told me that, I said, okay, that's really real. I said, how do you keep yourself looking youthful? Because she's 80. But she's still looking good. Okay, looking real good. Okay, I'm gonna try to get her on the live one day so that she's a very private person, just like I am. I be on the internet, but I don't be on here for a long time. Okay, I keep myself really quiet and really reserved. Excuse my French. There you go. What's this right here? Okay, I don't know what that. Who is this, Michael? Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for participating and following up with me. And so, yeah, I basically was like, when I worked in a nursing home, I got a lot of gems from the elderly, okay? People that's living to 80 and 90 and would tell me to keep living because, because you look so young, they said, I already know you're going to live long. And I'm like, you don't know that? Because I've seen a lot of people that look young and then didn't make it. And literally, like, I know some people who look young that didn't make it. Okay, all right. And it's not to go to brag or anything. I didn't do anything different from them. You know what I mean? But I do talk to a lot of elderly people, and I think that's important for everybody because they'll teach you about keeping to yourself. Keeping to yourself, not telling all of your business, even to your closest friend, your closest colleague, your mother, your father. Some things you got to keep to yourself. And there's a reason for that because as soon as they get mad at you, it's going to all come up and out of them. And that's all it takes for them one time to get mad at you. And everybody around you will know all of your business. Not some, but all of your business. That's happened to me before too. By the way, I'm not even gonna go off on that tangent because I'll have y'all on here all day. Okay, so we're gonna stay on the subject of this quiet level up. And give me one moment because y'all gonna see me take my my daily vitamin because I be forgetting sometimes. So I know it's not always due to the things that I told y'all. Sometimes it's your mindset as well. But I really, really, truly think that the more that you pour into yourself, the more comes out. Okay? Excuse me. Thank y'all for staying with me. Thank y'all for y'all patience and taking moments out of your time to listen to what I have to say. Because most people are impatient. But to me, I'm like, it's a matter of time. I always win, and I'm always exact. When I prepare for something, when I think about and set my mind to do something, I be right on point, right on target. When I make my videos to when I drive my car, whatever the case may be, I don't go a lot of places. I don't do the most, okay? And if I do, I'm on vacation or I'm hanging out with some, family members, I might let my hair down. But most of the time, I'm not doing a whole lot and I'm not doing too much. And so I'm glad that I have, people on this live, people on this, channel checking me out every now and then. I'm not saying come back every single time, okay? Because I'm not gonna be doing the most. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be doing the least. But you're gonna be able to bring home some nuggets with you if you take the time out and you listen and you stay throughout the whole time. Okay? But I don't need no disciples. And I don't want nobody just so devoted to me to where they checking on my channel to see if I'm, cussing, or checking on my channel to see if I'm, reading the scripture. No offense. But I don't want anybody grilling me because my channel is for information. So information is a wide scope. You can get information by looking under a microscope or a telescope. But sometimes you gotta be quiet to see what you're really wanting to see or hear what you're really trying to hear. Okay? Some people talk, and you're not getting nothing from it. It's not enough substance. It's not nothing holding you down. Okay? Weighing you down. You come on these channels and they want a quick fix. All right, do this. They're talking 100 miles per hour, and you can't gather anything from them. And sometimes you watching this video 2, 3, 4, 10 times. I'm like, this is what I tell people a lot. Sometimes this world is moving too fast. I take my time and I slow down. Everybody around me could be running, and I can still come in first place in a race. And that's how I was, throughout high school. I still got some school records and everything. I was patient. I let everybody dart out and do what they gonna do. Hey, look at me. Hey, hey, hey. Stuff like that. I'm reserved. I'm back there in the background. And before you know it, I'm in front of you. I done flew right past you. I took my time and I focused on myself, and then I elevated myself. Now, not to say people around you cannot help you. People around you are there for a reason. Okay? Use the people around you to help you, to catapult you, to propel you to the next level. But by all means, you need to learn what got you to that next level. And that's where I'm coming in at. Okay? And so we're going to go back over what I already talked about, because sometimes, even with me, I might have heard something one time, but when I see it again, I saw something I didn't see the first time. I'm the type of person like, how can I say this? Have you ever seen the movie Gladiator? I watched that movie so many different times. And every time I watch it, I see something different. I hear something different. Because the movie Gladiator, okay, to me, it's one of my favorite movies. Where this guy, he was at the top of his game. He was, I was in the military, so that's why it's one of my favorite movies. He was one of the highest ranking officers, and he gained respect from his men over a period of time. Okay, and that's what he did. He gained the respect because he fought with the people that he won with. So he fought with them, and he also won with them. Okay, won like win, not like won the number one. Okay, that's why I watch that movie so many times. But every time I watch it, I see something different, something better, something compelling. Okay, because I'm military minded and I'm very militant, I like to go back and circle back and look at that video. How did he gather so many followers? How did he how did he gather so much loyalty and respect from the people around him? Because he was genuine. That's where I'm trying to get to. Because some people, they'll watch people's channels, they don't get nothing out of it. They're trying to, mimic them or be the exact same in their movements, in their posture, in their language, and, the way they do their hair, everything. No, that's why I watch Gladiator so much. He was so genuine that the people around him respected him because of his individuality. To be able to call somebody and have that respect. Now, in the end, some people did turn on him. You got to be prepared for that because that can happen anywhere in life, okay? Anywhere, okay? People can turn on you. You just got to be ready for that. And if that happens, it's okay. That means you're human. You made a stance somewhere. And you have to. You have to make a stance and say, hey, I'm this person, I'm that person. I don't always make a clear line of where I stand at because I change a lot. I change, when people met me, but I would say 10 years ago, I always got my hair straightened. I never wore my hair in its natural state. I've changed. I've evolved into a different person. And my morals and my ideology has changed. People around me, stepped away from me because they didn't like the fact that I had long nails. They didn't like the fact that I had long hair. They didn't like the fact that I got married. They didn't like the fact that I got a house. They didn't like so even if people fall away, you can still metamorph into the person who you were meant to be. That's where I'm going. Okay? That's why you got to do it quietly. Because the people who are supposed to be for you will gravitate towards that new person that you're trying to become. And it doesn't always necessarily have to be a glow up. Okay, yes, I named this video Glow Up, my glow up routine. But you don't have to be glowing. You could just be changing and evolving into a new person. Your style can change. The videos you watch can change. The music you listen to can change. And the people that you surround yourself with can change. Recently, I got a new group of friends, okay? That doesn't mean I don't love my old friends. I still have them, but now I have some more. Yes.
Are you on live?
Yeah. Raven, please don't do that, okay? When you're saying that you don't want anybody to know and see who you are, then all right. So sorry about that, y'all. A lot of times on my live, that's why I can't have a whole bunch of them. My whole family be trying to jump in there, and then they say, "Oh, we don't want to be seen." Oh gosh. Okay, so let's scale back, y'all, because I can be all over the place. But I can guarantee you that I'm very simple. I'm a simple person. Now, I'm not a minimalist. No, I got a lot of stuff in my house, but I'm not a hoarder either. So you're not gonna see my house packed full of a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't have a use or doesn't. Oh, hey everybody, got so many people coming in here. Okay, like I said, I'm not gonna be on too much longer, but I do appreciate everybody coming on here. Hey, I do appreciate everybody coming in here to visit because I don't do a lot of lives. And because I do feel like a lot of this world is basically having a whole bunch of like exposure. And I don't know if y'all noticed that it's a lot of exposure. So when you go in on somebody's live feed or their live channel, you start to see the exposure that's going on in this world. And it's a lot more than, I had when I was younger. Okay. I didn't know too much about the internet because the internet was just coming out when I was in high school. Okay. The news was the only outside exposure that I had to the whole world. Okay. And I think that's why I'm such a private person to this day. Because I did not start off in the generation like, let's say, my daughter did. And I don't know, what do they call that generation? Generation Z or Gen X? Something, I don't know. But the generation that grew up with AI and internet and cyberspace. Right now, you got the younger kids that are becoming millionaires. And the older people, kind of around my age, still typing like this, tick, 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 tick. Don't even know how to switch from social media to social media. We slow, moving real slow. And listen, I admit to it. Hey, thank you. See, y'all know, okay. So, but I do have a YouTube coach, and she was like, you need to go live more because the younger generation already know that. The older generation don't know that. You gotta pay somebody and find out like what's really going on because we're used to just turning on the news and watching that and figuring out what's going on. No, the younger people are very savvy, moving really quickly, doing what they need to do at an accelerated pace. But I would say they go through burnout quicker because the older generation knows that you have to incorporate things into a routine and then build from there. So, not saying that that's a downfall for the younger generation because sometimes speed is important and moving with a purpose is important as well. So, I can't down the younger generation. I would say that I'm not on live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook at the same time. But I do know that my YouTube coach can do all three at one time. Okay, so I have to find out more information about that. So, I do appreciate y'all joining me today. It's been quite some time. I'm gonna try to do more lives, give y'all more information about who I am, because I know y'all might be a little bit interested, but still on the edge or trying to figure out, hey, am I feeling this channel? Stop by and see me. You see the videos that I make, that's the type of person I am. Those are the type of things that I'm interested in. If you like the content that I make, then this is the channel for you. If you don't, then you can keep searching around, feeling the vibe and see what really resonates with you. I'm not gonna get mad if you don't come back. I'm not gonna get mad if you don't subscribe. I'm not gonna get mad if you put a thumbs down or say something awkward because I'm like, hey, this channel not for everybody. But I would say, when I make my videos, it's gonna be about cars, jets, food, a little bit of fashion. Sometimes I make like just animal videos or information about animals, information about dinosaurs. These are the things that I'm interested in. Like when I'm behind closed doors, this is what I'm looking up information about. So that's what I'm about. Like, and then, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. This might be embarrassing, but this is on the live. I'm not gonna record this in the video. Hopefully it don't record in the video. But I went out for the job interview for the dealership. And I like cars. I don't know every car.
What?
Go over there.
Hi, people.
Sweetie, because y'all fuss me out because y'all didn't want to be in videos and then now you're trying to
No,
come in.
I'm just waving. It's not like I have my head in there.
Then don't do that then. Because you said y'all fuss me out. Y'all didn't want to be in my videos and stop putting me on this and that. And I respected y'all opinion. And so when I do my live, like I said, y'all don't have to be in them, but don't be fussing if you're in them. Okay, excuse me, y'all. Y'all have to see the real Skippy. Skippy. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so I went out for that job interview for the dealership. And that's where I left y'all at my last video of me. Because I do mostly AI videos. I don't really come on here a whole lot. Like I said, I'm a private person. Don't tell all your business. But anyways, I be telling my business sometimes, but not all the time, okay? It depends on the mood that I'm in. And then also, if I feel like people are on here that I know too personally, then I don't reveal it. Because I be like, I can talk to them on the phone and I can tell them and go into more detail. I ain't gonna go into such detail while I'm on the live or while I'm on the video. So y'all just gonna get a little bit. But I did go out for the job at the dealership. And so I think that's what I put as the thumbnail is the Volkswagen. And that should give y'all a sign right there. Okay. So I went out to the dealership and I was dressed up to the T. I did a little something here and there. You know, I didn't put on makeup, but I did, change my hair. And y'all watched the other videos that I made on my short, get ready with me for my interview. That's what I wore. Okay, because I go with the navy blue or the beige when I go for the for the interviews. And so I didn't get that interview. But I would tell you why. So when I went in there, y'all, it was only one other female in there. One in that whole dealership. Right there, I knew probably not gonna get this job, okay? And then from there, try not to say it too loud. I also found out there was only one other African American person there as well. I drove around the dealership to see their products and the things of that nature. I didn't see any brown people out there, okay, except for one person. So one female and one brown person. So what are the odds that I would get that job? Slim to none. All right. So right when I walked through the door, I already knew I wasn't going to get that job. Okay. Just by looking at my surroundings and my contact clues and things of that nature, I realized you want to come on here, just come on here then. But no. I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm just looking at how many people are on your live.
Looking at how many people on my live. Let me stop. Anyway, so yeah, so I looked on there or around in my surroundings, and when I saw in my surroundings that nobody looked like me, okay? And keep in mind, I was in the military. So when I was in the military, a lot of times in my unit, I would be the only female or only African American. But they would call me Oreo because I can put on okay? And then sometimes when I slick my hair back, some people like, where are you from? Or what's your race? When I slick my hair down and I do certain hairstyles, I can really look like a whole different person. I'll probably do some get ready with me videos so y'all can see me when I, really dress up. But I try to come to people as I am. Okay. All right. So I don't try to be too much fake or too much fake, because I did watch a couple of videos where men were complaining that women were coming to them fake, but they wanted a real man. And I was like, okay, that hit home. So I stopped wearing fake nails and grew my own nails. Stopped wearing fake hair and grew my own hair. Because I thought it was cute. I thought it was a thing. I thought that's what's men like. So neither here nor there. That's pretty much what I came on for today. Is to tell y'all, how to slowly, quietly do what you need to do and take care of yourself, and don't share that with everyone, because not everybody is going to be happy for you. And that's the sad thing about this life. You can be on the pinnacle. You can be on the pinnacle doing the best that you can do, treating people the best that you can treat them. And they will see you on the mountain and they will dig under that mountain, cause an avalanche, and you will falter and you will fall down if you're not strong. If you're not an eagle and you can lift up your wings and fly away, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm like an eagle, baby. I'm like an eagle. I mean, I've seen some people just like try to set me up on so many different occasions. And I've just been able to mount up on my wings and just fly away and just get out of it gracefully. But some people, I have seen them falter. I have seen them falter. And a lot of things have been thrown at me, okay, y'all? I'm going to tell y'all. This is off subject. See, when more people come on the line now, y'all make me want to talk more. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm trying to get off of here, but I'm trying to wait till everybody leaves, then I'll go. But anyways, I had this one best friend, and we was really close because we did similar things. I didn't have to tell her much because we just moved the same. We did the same things. I'm gonna tell you, like, our hair routine. We wore our hair just alike, pinned back in a ponytail and two little, pieces coming down. That used to be my go-to hairstyle. You couldn't tell me nothing. I would braid two pieces, slick it back, either in a top knot or a back knot. Just, now I don't really like doing the front of my hair, but anyways, that's off subject. We used to do things such the same way. People thought that we were sisters more than my own, blood, flesh and blood sisters, whatever the case may be. We moved so similarly. So I remember like us running track together, and I would just tell her all my secrets. Like, yeah, in pole vault, this is how I got first place. Like, this is how I went to nationals. And I'm just blah 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 blah. This is in high school though. Girl, all you have to do is run, take the pole, land it, and then when you land it, right before, because if you ever pole vaulted before, I was a pole vaulter, you pull back and it throws you forward like a boomerang. So I was like, instead of pulling back, I actually land the pole vault in front of me, and then I jump over. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't think of that." So next thing you know, she went from jumping 4 feet to jumping 7 feet. Keep in mind, I had been jumping 7 feet from the get-go. But I kept talk, telling them talk. So I was in first place every track meet, and she was in second place every track meet. All right, so I kept telling everything. So I'm like, yeah, so this is how I plan on winning the nationals, where I came in second place to this lady, Tatiana Ukuchuku. She was German, and she told me both of my parents have been pole vaulting, and they're in the Olympics. I've never been in the Olympics. I was in the Junior Olympics, never been in the Olympics. So, and I like to ask people, what's your secret? What's your secret? All the time I ask people, what's your secret? What's your secret? Sometimes they'll tell you, but majority of the time they don't tell you, because why? It's their secret. That's why I'm saying keep stuff to yourself. Okay. But anyways, long story short, I used to hang out with a whole bunch of my track members. I was the coach's daughter. Oh, this is too funny. I cannot. Because there's some more stuff I got to tell y'all too now. That just brings back a memory. But I told her, I was like, I really like this person. And she was like, oh, I really like this person too. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So next thing you know, it's like a week later and she's dating that person. I'm like, wow. This is so wow. Like, that's how I started to learn, like, keep stuff to yourself. Boop. Stop telling all your business. Okay? Lesson learned. Okay? Because I do got a lot of these videos where people are telling so much, but they're not being discreet about some of the characteristics. I'd be like, you need to keep something to yourself, something you got to take home to just you and your family. I don't care if it's money, bread, the butter, the bacon, whatever. Okay. Have something that you reserve for yourself. Okay. Even though I tell y'all a couple of things in my videos, I still got stuff in my back pocket that I'm not going to tell anybody. And this is how you know. I would literally say a person's name and I'll say, that's my ace. If I say that's my ace, that's the person I tell majority of the stuff about me. Okay. And y'all know I like to play cards. Well, if you don't know, then you probably haven't been watching a lot of my videos, because I make a lot of my videos about card games, things of that nature. You want to check those out, you can. Another person, what was I going to say? Kenny Rogers. My Kenny Rogers videos, a lot of those are about card games. Because when I say, I'm the Joker, Joker always wins, that is my go-to saying. Joker always wins. When I say Joker always wins, I literally mean that that's how I move in life. The Joker always wins. The Joker has the final say so. But here lately is the dealer always wins. Okay. Dealer always wins. All right. So anyways, I really appreciate all y'all time today. I appreciate everybody chiming in. I appreciate everybody saying hi. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate all the motivation, all the kind words, and everything. All right. And me being newly live for the first time and seeing people show up, it's encouraging, because you know what? Not that I look for applause, because I normally I don't. I don't look for people to make compliments to me and things of that nature, but it does inspire me to see people want to get on to anybody's live, whether it's mine or, my coaches, to see people participate and congratulate, not just themselves, but other people. It makes me happy. It builds my spirit, makes me want to keep going. So I'm definitely going to try to make this something I do on a regular. It's not going to be something that I do as long. Because I do see some people talking for hours and hours and hours. I'm like, that is not me. I got to take my time. Make, a couple more videos and decide what I'm going to make them about. And then kind of go from there. Because I want to do another live, and it's probably going to be maybe tomorrow. So y'all can see more information about me. And I can, fill you in on what's going on in my day-to-day life and journey. Because I wanted y'all to go on this journey with me. And, if y'all going on this journey with me, I want to see the results. I want to see some, pictures in my email of the results of y'all trying these things. Because I'm going to tell you, this month, this is what I'm going to be doing. Okay? I am going to focus on teeth whitening this month. This goes back to the beginning of my life. So September 2025, if you want to do this challenge with me, with this advanced whiting, and also with your baking soda, I want to see pictures, because I'm going to make pictures, I'm going to make videos, and I'm going to show you how I slowly transform and go from there. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I get it. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but that's something that I've always wanted. Long hair, long nails, but then also I wanted to have white teeth. Now, not necessarily straight. I've already showed y'all my teeth like up close and personal, okay, on my last video about rich people. Some people did not like that video. I want to say like the famous people, I don't think like my video, okay? I was talking about teeth, and I was talking about people with their baby teeth. And how a lot of my teeth are still baby. Not all of my teeth fell out in when I was younger. Only like I think the two front teeth and the two bottom teeth really fell out. The rest of my teeth are baby teeth. Okay, so if another set of my teeth fall out, probably another set will come in because my baby teeth never really fell out. Because like I said, I take my time. So even when I'm eating, I take my time. Like one person, I don't know, a couple of my friends, which was really weird. I hate to tell this story, but I had a group of friends and they would come up to me and they say, Monica, why do you chew so slowly? And I'm like, why are you paying attention to what I eat and why I chew so slowly, okay? It was like you actually chew all your food and then you finish out what you're doing. I'm like, that's something I've always did. I don't rush when I eat. So some people, they don't even be around me when I eat because they're like, you eat so slow. But to me, I eat very quickly. I eat very fast. I don't know. So I guess that's probably why I have my baby teeth still because, I take really good care of my teeth. Okay. That could be a secret, a quiet secret or a glow up. Don't chew so fast. Don't rush when you're eating. Even though in the military, I had to rush when I ate. So it takes me 3 minutes now to eat. Before it would take at least like an hour to 2 hours to eat. But that's why I have my baby teeth. Okay? You know, when I went to the dentist the other day and they was just like, you still got your full set of teeth. And I'm well into an old lady. And then the doctor said, and you still have your baby teeth. So there go a gem for y'all right now. So if you want to do things differently and move differently from other people, then do it. I used to let people make me feel bad for eating slow. And I didn't know that was self-preservation. People used to pick on me for moving so slow. I didn't want to run to do this or run to do that. I take my time, walk, pity pat, get where I need to be. And I would still get stuff done. It's just at a slower pace than other people. So I pride myself into it now. I see people running around all day, every day, trying to hurry up and shop and hurry up and do this and that. Okay, go ahead. Be my guest. Fly right past me. It ain't harming me. Because I already know, the story of the tortoise and the hare. That inspired me from a child all the way up. That you don't have to be in a rush to do nothing. Okay, you can be on this live all day. And you might not even get one person on there. That's okay. Take your time. Build yourself up. And then when somebody, comes behind you, they like, you done dotted every I and crossed every T. And you did what you're supposed to do. While everybody else out here running and doing this, doing that, going over here, going over there. I would tell y'all another secret, but I might say that to another video. Because I don't reveal too many in this video. Yeah. Stay tuned. Because just with the tips that I have given y'all, this will keep you out of the doctor's office and out of the doctor's face on a regular basis. This will help you to take care of yourself. Be strong within yourself. Become a mountain. Become a strong tower. By believing in yourself, listening to yourself, having your own intuition. And this is real talk because a lot of times I'm gonna tell y'all, when I wanted to do something and something in the back of my, not God, because some people are like, oh, she said God, look at her trying to be a prophet. No, I don't be doing all that. If something in the back of your mind tell you you don't need to do that or it don't take all that, then don't do it. It's called your gut instinct, your common sense, whatever the case may be. All right. But I'm going to leave y'all with this last little thing. And I think this is very important because I've been watching a lot of videos on like paranormal and all this kind of stuff. And I know a lot of times people be like, okay, don't talk about that on your channel. But this is the information channel. So you're going to find a little bit of almost everything on my channel. Okay, so I don't try to limit myself to just talking about one thing on my channel because I don't have to. You know, if one day I want to talk about, cars, I'll talk about cars. If one day I want to talk about, healthy habits, I'll talk about healthy habits. One day I might talk about junk food, okay? Because I like to be well-rounded. Well-rounded. And that means multiple things make up my personality or who I am, okay? All right, so one day I was at the armory. And so the armory is basically a place in the military where you gather with other soldiers, right? I don't normally reveal this secret, but I'm gonna reveal it on this because it's a live. I might not make this into a video. I might just delete it. I don't know. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm gonna do it or not. Okay. All right. So if I decide to make this into a video, I'm actually gonna cut it short, hopefully. I'm going 1 hour and that's it. Now I got like 4 more minutes. So I was in the armory and I put my bag in the refrigerator. And it had like a couple of things in the bag. I think it was like a banana, a couple of grapes, and like a peanut butter sandwich. Oh no, people are calling me and stuff and texting me now. All right, so let me go ahead and get off this live. I want to make another video because when people start calling me and texting me while I'm going live and all that kind of stuff or making my videos, it messes my videos up. So let me get off here. All right, y'all take care. Nice knowing y'all. Thank you for joining me, and y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me see how to cut this thing off.